The storm on planet Vero 7 had lasted for 3 days without a break. Rex Dalton, a human engineer, was alone inside mining outpost 14, checking damaged power cables and watching the lights flicker again and again. He had survived many storms before, but this one felt different. The wind outside screamed like something alive, and the dust in the air carried a strange blue glow. Rex worked quietly, listening to the metal walls shake under the pressure. Suddenly, the outpost alarm beeped, a slow warning tone that meant something was near the door. Rex froze. No one should be out there in this storm. No human could survive without a full suit. Even animals avoided the storm until it passed. The knock came again, soft but clear. 3 taps, like someone politely waiting to be invited inside. Rex felt his heartbeat speed up. He picked up his tool gun and walked toward the door. "Who's there?" he called, but there was no answer. Only the storm, crying outside. He unlocked the door just enough to peek out, but the moment the seal opened, 2 figures pushed inside quickly, bringing a blast of cold air with them. Rex jumped back in shock. Standing in front of him were 2 alien girls, covered in dust and wearing thin silver suits that looked nothing like human tech. The first girl stood tall, her eyes glowing soft blue in the dim light. She had smooth gray skin, long white hair pulled behind her head, and a calm expression that did not match the danger around her. The second girl sat in a floating metal chair, her body small and weak, and Rex noticed immediately that she had no legs below the waist. Before Rex could speak, the tall girl bowed her head and said, "My name is Zari, and this is my sister Mira." Rex lowered his tool gun but did not trust them yet. "What are you doing here?" he asked. "No one should be out in this storm." Zari looked directly into his eyes and said something so strange that Rex thought he had heard it wrong. "Human, will you marry my sister Mira? She cannot walk out on you." Rex blinked twice, confused. "Excuse me, what?" he asked. Mira looked away shyly, her cheeks turning a faint purple color that Rex guessed might be a blush in her species. Zari continued, speaking like this was normal. "Our ship crashed 3 nights ago. We lost our people, and we require human protection." Her voice stayed calm, but her eyes kept watching the windows like she expected something to attack at any moment. Rex felt a chill that had nothing to do with the storm. He noticed scratches on Mira's floating chair, deep claw marks, and a thin line of dried blue blood near her side. "Are you injured?" Rex asked. Mira did not speak. She only nodded slowly. Zari stepped forward, her voice lower now. "We came here because we had no other place to go. But you must understand, we are not safe." Rex narrowed his eyes. "Safe from what?" he asked. Zari hesitated for the first time. "From the creature that hunts us," she whispered. "It followed us across the desert. It does not stop. It does not get tired, and it will come here soon." Rex felt the hairs on his neck rise. He walked to the control panel and checked the outpost sensors. At first there was nothing, only storm noise. Then a sudden sharp beep cut through the room. A large moving shape appeared on the scanner, heading straight toward the outpost. Rex turned to Zari and Mira. "What is that?" he asked. Zari's face went pale. Her voice shook for the first time. "It found us," she whispered, and the outpost lights flickered as the unknown creature moved closer. The warning beep continued in the background, steady and cold. Rex tried to stay calm, but the tension in the air was growing heavier with every second. Zari moved closer to Mira, placing a protective hand on her sister's shoulder. Mira's chair hummed softly, lifting her a little higher as if preparing to escape. Rex closed the metal door and locked it again. The storm outside slammed against the walls, but now the sound felt different, like something stronger than the wind was moving through the darkness. "What is coming?" Rex asked, his voice tight. He needed answers fast. Zari took a deep breath and began to speak slowly. "It is called a hunter," she said. "It destroyed our colony, our families, and almost our entire species." Her calm voice now carried a deep sadness. Rex listened carefully, unsure if he should believe her yet. "Our people once lived across many worlds," Zari continued. "We were builders, healers, and explorers, but then the hunters came. A species born for killing. They have no leader and no fear, only instinct." Rex felt a cold shiver run through him. Mira finally spoke for the first time since entering the outpost. Her voice was soft and weak, almost like a whisper. "They took my legs," she said simply. Rex turned toward her in shock. He had guessed it, but hearing it confirmed made the danger feel real. Zari looked at her sister with pain in her eyes. She protected me when our ship crashed, Zari said. The hunter attacked, and she fought it, but she could not escape. Mira lowered her gaze, ashamed, but Zari gently lifted her chin. You saved me, Zari whispered to her sister. Rex sensed they were telling the truth. No one could fake fear like this. He scanned the room again, checking the power status. The outpost generator was old and damaged from the storm. If the power failed, the entire structure would go dark. And if the creature loved darkness, they would be trapped. What does it want? Rex asked. Why is it following you? Zari shook her head slowly. It hunts anything with strong life energy. She said, our species produces a kind of psychic field. It makes us easy to find. She placed her hand on Myra's shoulder again. Mira's energy is the strongest. Even now, Rex looked at the girl in the floating chair. Her eyes glowed faintly purple, like she was holding something inside herself. Something powerful but unstable. Mira spoke again. The hunter marks territory, she said. It will leave signs around your outpost before it attacks. Rex remembered the glowing scratches he found earlier on the metal pipes in the maintenance hall. His stomach tightened. So that wasn't storm damage, he whispered. Zari nodded with a grim expression. It was warning you, she said. The hunter always warns before the final strike. Rex moved to the window and wiped the dust off the glass. He could barely see through the storm, but something felt alive out there, moving slowly around the outpost like a shadow with purpose. He stepped back, heart pounding. Zari continued. We came to you because humans are immune to the hunter's mind tricks. It cannot control or sense your thoughts. Rex frowned. So you think I can protect you? Zari lowered her eyes. We think you are our last chance, she said. But we also came for another reason. Rex turned, confused. What reason? He asked. Mira took a shaky breath. The bond, she whispered. The marriage bond. Rex stared at them. Unable to respond, Zari explained quickly. Our species shares energy through bonding. A human bond is the strongest. With it, Mira can survive the hunter's final attack. Rex felt pressure building inside his chest. This was too much, too fast, too strange. But before he could speak, the outpost lights dipped, flickered, and then steadied again. The creature was testing the power grid. It was getting closer. Zari stepped forward, her voice shaking. Rex, if the hunter reaches the walls, no one inside will survive. Rex looked at Mira, then at the window, then at the flickering lights. He didn't know what to believe anymore, but he knew one thing. Something deadly was coming for all of them, and they were running out of time. The lights flickered again, longer this time. Rex felt the air grow colder, like the storm outside had seeped through the walls. Mira held the sides of her floating chair tightly, her fingers shaking. Zari kept her eyes fixed on the scanner screen, watching the blinking red signal grow closer and closer. Rex checked the power cables again, hoping it was only weather damage. But when he touched the wires, he felt something strange. A thin layer of frost covered them. Storms didn't make frost this deep inside the outpost. Something else did. The hunter is near, Mira whispered, her voice trembling like a thin thread of sound. It drains heat when it searches. Rex stared at her. Drains heat? He asked. Zari nodded, fear in her eyes. It feeds on energy. Any kind, she said. Warmth, light, life. A deep vibration shook the floor. It was slow, like a giant heartbeat, but much heavier. Rex felt it through his boots. Mira gasped, her chair rising a little higher as she tried to pull away from the vibration. It's touching the outer wall, Zari whispered. It's mapping the structure. Rex grabbed his tool gun and walked to the maintenance hatch. He opened it slightly and listened. At first he heard only wind. Then he heard it, a scraping sound, slow and deliberate, like claws sliding across metal. He shut the hatch quickly, heart pounding fast. Zari and Mira watched him, waiting for his reaction. Rex took a deep breath. It's real, he said. I heard it. The room fell silent except for the storm outside. Zari's voice broke the silence. We must prepare for darkness, she said. It always attacks when the lights die. Rex checked the generator. It was working, but barely. If the creature drained even a little more power, the whole outpost would go black. Mira closed her eyes suddenly, her body going stiff. Rex stepped toward her, worried. What's happening? He asked. Zari raised her hand, stopping him. She is sensing it, Zari explained. Mira can feel the hunter's movements. Mira's eyes snapped open again, glowing brighter than before. It's circling us, she whispered, looking for a way inside. Rex felt a strange mix of fear and frustration. He hated feeling helpless. He hated not knowing what he was fighting. He grabbed a flashlight and started checking the outer walls through the internal cameras. The screens showed only darkness and swirling dust, but every few seconds, the cameras glittered. A shadow flashed across frame after frame, moving too fast to see clearly. "It's toying with us," Zari said. Rex clenched his jaw. "Why?" he asked angrily. Zari looked at him with tired eyes. "Because it knows we are afraid," she said, "and it enjoys fear." Mira spoke again, her voice suddenly clearer. "It wants me most," she said. "It can smell my energy." Even now, Rex turned to her. "You said something about a bond," he said. "Is that why it wants you?" Zari answered for her sister. "Myra's psychic core is strong. Stronger than mine," she said. "The bond would let her protect herself, but without it, the hunter will consume her first." Rex paced back and forth. He didn't believe in psychic bonds or alien rituals, but he believed in survival. The hunter wasn't a story. It was scratching the outer walls right now. Another vibration hit the outpost, stronger than the last. The lights dimmed dangerously low. Mira cried out as the psychic pressure hit her. Zari held her tightly, whispering something in their language. The scanners beeped sharply. The hunter was at the main door now. Its presence made the metal bend inward slightly, like something incredibly heavy was leaning against it. Rex grabbed his tool gun again, though he knew it was useless. Zari looked at him and said softly, "Rex, humans are the only species the hunter fears." Rex frowned. "Why me?" he asked. Zari stepped closer. "Because humans fight even when they should run," she said, "and it knows you won't give up." The lights flickered once more and nearly died. Mira gasped and whispered, "It's coming inside," and the entire outpost felt like it took one final breath before the darkness arrived. Darkness swallowed the outpost completely. For a moment, no one breathed, no one moved. Only the sound of the storm outside filled the empty black space, carrying a low humming that felt too close. Too alive. Rex switched on his flashlight, the beam cutting a thin line through the dark. Zari held Mira tightly as the floating chair trembled under her. The air inside the outpost felt colder than before, almost freezing. Rex could see his own breath forming small white clouds in front of him. "The hunter is feeding," Mira whispered, her voice shaking. "It is draining the heat from the outpost." Rex didn't waste time. He rushed to the generator room, the sisters following close behind. Every corner felt like it was hiding something. Every shadow felt like it was moving. Rex forced himself to stay calm. Panic would kill them faster than the monster. The generator room was half lit by emergency power. Rex knelt beside the machine, his hands already moving, checking wires and circuits. "The generator can't survive another attack," he said. "If it dies again, we won't get the lights back." Zari stepped forward, her voice sharp with urgency. "Rex, listen to me," she said. "The hunter will break in soon. Mira needs the bond, or she cannot survive the fight." Rex looked over his shoulder at Mira. Her purple glowing eyes were unfocused, like she was listening to something no one else could hear. She held her head weakly, as if the psychic pressure was crushing her. Rex hated the feeling rising in his chest. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a hero. He was just an engineer stuck in a storm with 2 aliens and a monster outside. But running wasn't an option. Not for him. Not anymore. "Explain the bond," Rex said firmly. Quickly, Zari nodded. "Our species shares energy through a mental link," she said. "A bond between minds. It gives strength, speed, and clarity, but the bond with a human is stronger than any other." Myra lifted her head, tears in her eyes. "If I bond with you, I can sense the hunter's weakness," she said. "I can help you fight it." Rex didn't fully understand, but he understood one thing clearly. Mira was dying slowly, and the hunter was getting closer. A loud metallic crash echoed through the hall. The creature had struck the door. Dust fell from the ceiling, and Myra cried out again, sensing the attack. "We don't have time," Zari said sharply. "Rex, decide now." Rex clenched his jaw. He wasn't ready for something like this, but he knew he had to try. "Tell me what to do," he said. Zari placed his hand on Myra's the moment their skin touched. A jolt of energy ran through both of them. Myra gasped. Rex gritted his teeth. The room felt heavier, almost spinning. Mira's eyes glowed bright violet, filling the darkness with soft light. The bond formed quickly. Rex felt something entering his mind, not words, not images, but pure feeling, fear, pain, hope, and strength. all mixed together. Mira breathed deeply, her voice suddenly steadier. "I can feel it," she whispered. "I know where the hunter is weak." Rex stood up, feeling strange energy rushing through his limbs. His reflexes felt sharper, his senses clearer. He could hear the hunter's claws scraping the door. He could almost feel its hunger. Another crash shook the outpost, deeper and heavier than before. "The door won't hold," Rex said. "We have to fight it on our terms." Zari looked at him with a spark of hope. "What is your plan?" she asked. Rex pointed toward the mine tunnel entrance. "We lure it into the tunnels," he said. "I'll use the mining explosives. The creature is fast, but the tunnels are narrow. It will have less room to move." Zari nodded quickly, understanding, "And I will help guide Mira," she said. "Her psychic vision will show the creature's movements." The hunter struck the door again, bending the metal inward like thin paper. Mira cried out as the sound hit her mind like a blade. Rex rushed to the explosives locker, grabbing a pack of charges. His hands didn't shake this time. The bond had steadied him, given him focus. "Let's go," Rex said. "We end this inside the tunnels." Zari pushed Mira's chair, and the three moved toward the mining corridor as the outpost door finally cracked. Behind them, a chilling roar filled the darkness. The hunter had broken inside, and it was coming for them. Rex led the way into the mine tunnels, the dim emergency lights glowing weakly along the narrow path. Zari pushed Mira's floating chair close behind him, the sound of the hunter's roar echoing through the outpost as it entered the corridors. The air inside the tunnels felt heavy, like the stone walls themselves were holding their breath, waiting for the fight to begin. Rex placed the first explosive charge on a support beam and checked the timer. "This one will slow it down," he said, "but we need to lead it deeper for the final blast." Myra closed her glowing eyes and focused. Her mind touched Rex's through the bond, sending him clear directions, like distant whispers. "It is inside the tunnel now," she said. "It is fast, and it is angry." Zari held Myra's hand tightly, steadying her. "Stay with us, little sister," she whispered. "We end this together." A sudden vibration moved through the ground, stronger than before. Rex turned and saw dust fall from the ceiling. The hunter was coming, its step so heavy that the tunnel shook with every movement. Rex felt its presence through Mira's mind, cold and hateful, like a storm made of claws and hunger. "We have to move," Rex said. He guided them deeper into the mine, placing charges along the way. The creature's roar echoed again, closer now, loud enough to shake their bones. Mira gasped. "It sees the lights," she whispered. "It knows we want to trap it." Rex cursed under his breath and picked up speed. "We don't need to hide the trap," he said. "We just need to make it chase us." Zari looked at him with a strange mix of fear and admiration. "Humans are truly different," she said. "You face danger like it is a challenge." Rex didn't answer, but he felt a small spark of determination grow inside him. He wasn't going to let this monster take Mira. He wasn't letting it take anyone. They reached the deepest part of the tunnel, a large chamber supported by old metal beams. Rex placed the final charge, the biggest one, right at the center. "This one will bring the whole chamber down," he said. "If it works, the hunter will be buried." Myra's eyes brightened suddenly. "It's here," she whispered. It sees us. A dark shape burst into the edge of the chamber. Towering and twisted, multiple red eyes glowed like burning coals in the dark. Its claws scraped the stone floor, leaving deep marks behind. The hunter hissed, a sound that made the air feel sharp. Zari pulled Myra back as Rex stepped forward, holding his tool gun even though he knew it was useless. The hunter charged, faster than any creature its size should move. Rex jumped aside just in time, the bond sharpening his reflexes like lightning. The creature slammed into a beam, breaking it with one strike. "Mira, now," Rex shouted. Mira lifted her hands, her mind connecting fully through the bond. A wave of psychic force hit the hunter, making it stumble, its many eyes blinking in confusion. It screeched in anger, turning its full attention toward her. Rex didn't hesitate. He grabbed the detonator. "Zari, protect her," he said. Zari nodded and shielded Myra with her own body. The hunter leaped toward them with a roar. Rex hit the detonator. The explosion shook the entire mine. A massive blast of fire, stone, and dust filled in.